play so comfortable.
Well, you should be in,
just need to shake him.
You should be in prison. We bailed you out. We bailed you out to come and play this season. You're out here disgracing us. You should be in prison. You facing charges.
Yes, people. Yes, people. Early bang your doors, shout for Banks. Come on. We're in the building, the final third. Thank you for joining us this wonderful, wonderful Sunday where the massive, massive news has been breaking all throughout Saturday. So we had to bring you this show just to go over that news. If you're wondering why Lavish's face is a bit angry, it's because he's in the FM foul right now. They're not playing by the rules. He's saying they're not playing by the rules. What rules are they not playing by, Lavish? Tell them. Let the people know your pain.
I don't want to say anything before I get fined.
Sometimes you have to free it to the media. That's the only people that listen sometimes.
All I'm gonna say is this. Certain people want to be playing the foul, and then like if you try and play the foul when it's like you and a couple of the bros, certain people will say such and such and such. But certain man want to play the foul when it's just them. They want to move up the dates. They'll put you on holiday and move up the dates to its match day. Certain man, because they have no tactics and they just have star players, what they want to do is they just go to the match day. They don't put no training on, they don't put no tactics on, they just quick go to the matches. So you're getting there and it's match day and you're thinking, hold on a minute, I've just missed all pre-season, I've not set up my training. Do you get what I mean? I'm not done with my tactics.
He's ready to go straight away because he's got the players. He's ready to go straight away.
Allow it. Do you know what I mean?
Ricky's saying put a name on it. Ricky's saying put a name on it.
I'm not on that outing thing. That's the thing about you.
But be on the outing thing though, because Obi's laughing at you in the comments.
Let him laugh. But this is the thing about the new school. I'm not on the outing thing. The man them know who they are. Do you understand? The man them know who they are. But if you want to come talk Ronaldo, let's talk Ronaldo. Let's leave the FM file to one side.
No, I'm gonna ask the comments quickly. What's the FM decorum if you're doing an online foul with your boys and one person's not available? Do you play on or do you wait for them to be available?
Listen, my thing is it's majority rules and we understand that. But certain man play when there's no majorities, and certain man, if you tell them if you've got a certain game that's on and it's like just two of you, let's say it's a Super Cup or whatever, a Community Shield, and you say, chill, let's not play the Community Shield yet. I've still got a little cool things to do. And they're like, I'm going to play your assistant manager. Like, fuck it, playing then. And they actually called your buff and played your assistant manager. That man there is shiesty. Man there is shiesty. And certain things like that have been going on in the fight. I've not been talking too tough, but you caught me at a bad time. So let's talk Ronaldo. Let's talk Gabby Jesus or whoever's been bought now. But I'm going to use this as a comment. If I leave the foul tonight, no one can say nothing. Whoever's got a spare laptop who wants to be Man United, if I leave the foul tonight.
Ricky saying you play on. Obi saying majority rules because I've been done dirty before. Nathan saying C has to be won on the final day and of any cup final, plus has to be playing at the same time if it's the same league. I say less, man.
Well said, Nathan.
FM decorum is important. It's important to have the decorum when you're playing at FM online.
If they start asking me why don't you talk to certain man, and I say I don't chat to him no more because of FM, they'll say I'm being
crazy. They'll think you're crazy.
They'll say I'm crazy. If I stop talking to certain man because of how they act in FM, no one say I move mad.
There's standards involved. We'll leave it at that for FM for now. We've got a little show going on tonight. Because of the news that's been breaking over the last couple of days, we had to bring you our reaction on that. I'm your host today, Banks, joined by my ever-faithful co-host, Lavish, Oluwashemi Lore, or Kante's cousin, whichever one you want to call him. The big one that we have to start with, Cristiano Ronaldo, a year after joining Manchester United, his return, which was supposed to lift Manchester United above the finishing line, he has decided he no longer wants to represent the club. He feels like he can play the last couple of years at the top, competing for trophies, and he does not think he's capable of doing that at Manchester United. He respects what Ten Hag is trying to do at Manchester United, but he wants to go to a team that is ready to compete. Lavish, I want you to give me your thoughts before I go in. What are your thoughts?
How many Prem? He got like 19 Prem goals, so he shows
18 Prem goals.
18 Prem goals, so he shows he can play at that top level. If we're playing at what is the best league in the world, and he's still putting up those numbers, so he is useful to many teams. But what confuses me is why he waited till the 1st of July. Because when Ten Hag first came, for like a week, there was like, what's he going to do about Ronaldo? What's he going to do about Harry Maguire? What's he going to do about Pogba? And it seemed definite before he confirmed as Manchester United manager. It seems like he'd spoken to Ronaldo. He spoke that first week. Like people, if you weren't in his plans, you'd been like you were very much aware where you stood with him. So I want to know what's changed. But him saying he wants to leave now, I'm a little bit surprised because I generally thought like they've quashed it and he said he was going to do one more year. My question is, where does he go at the top level? I can think of several clubs he can go and it becomes a bit of an exhibition match and it becomes like the twilight of his career. But in terms of on a competitive level, where can he go? Because he wants to win the big ears. It's about the big ears at this age. It's not about winning leagues. So where can he go to win the big ears?
Okay, so I agree with you. The fact that he's left it late and he's slammed out Ten Hag and United by leaving it this late. But
do you think it was him or do you think it was Eric Ten Hag?
No, it's definitely him. We don't have enough strikers for Ten Hag to say, yeah, Ronaldo, you can go. We don't have enough forward players like that.
Okay.
But it's similar to what he done with Juventus last season, so it's not like it's
Juventus was actually just a financial move at the end of the day.
Bro,
they couldn't afford the wages.
You don't buy that. Don't buy that.
They couldn't afford the wages, bro.
Don't buy that. Juventus were no longer competing. They just about scraped fourth, and he said, I'm not sticking around. Like, he's got no attachment to Juventus. I'm not sticking around Juventus to compete for fourth.
I thought it was a wage issue in Juventus. It was always a wage issue.
No.
And Juventus was always on. There was like finite time on it. Like there's borrowed time. He done his 3 years. Like, what else do you want? He owed them nothing. But we've got good comment here from Ricky. I didn't see this one. It's a bit left wing. Rome. What Jose's cooking over there?
Is that competing at the top level though? They won the UEFA Conference League, but
win a Europa. Has he won a Europa? He's never won a Europa though.
Never won a Europa. I don't think he's leaving Manchester United to compete in Europa League though, is he?
I feel like he's Ronaldo's one of them people who wants to say I've won everything in the world.
I hear it.
So he could say something like, yeah, won a Europa, won a Super Cup, won this. And obviously the only thing he's never going to win is he might win a World Cup actually because Portugal have this their golden generation. But he could, I don't think Roma's a stretch because of what's going on there. The profile of Mourinho is huge, but can they afford him?
That's it. That's another thing because Roma ain't got the P like that. They ain't got the P like that. King of Rome hype, I'm sort of buying it. But again, just the barrier of him not competing at the top level, like, not competing at the top level, not competing in the Champions League. I don't think Roma, even with Ronaldo, are going to be competing for Serie A. Bayern Munich, that's probably the strongest one, especially if Lewandowski eventually completes his move to Bayern Munich. To Barcelona, sorry. That's probably the one that makes the most sense. But right now, it's not looking like they're very interested in Ronaldo. But again, as soon as Lewandowski goes, that could all change because they're trying to pop the front. We want Lewandowski to stay. We expect him to stay. He's going to go Barcelona eventually. Do they replace him with another golden oldie though? I saw a question up here, not that one.
Ricky, just for the not the listeners, just for my sake, put the final score of my last match on FM, please, because my head's not even in this. But yeah, whoever's in that file, put the final result of that. And Mike Phelan's getting sacked as soon as I get back on that file. He's getting absolutely sacked. But yeah, sorry, as I was saying, as I said, Mike Phelan's getting sacked, and I'm throwing all the money at Michael Beale to come over to Man United and be my assistant.
Do some coaching.
Serious coaching. What's going on over there?
Obi says, I do actually believe it's because of lack of transfer activity. I don't buy that, man. Obi, don't believe the noise, man. Don't believe the noise. That for me, that's noise. That's noise. Ronaldo, as soon as he saw the ship sinking, he was gone. He's running from the grind essentially with this one, man. It's a rebuild, and he's 37, 38 years old. He doesn't want to be involved in a rebuild. Like, we have to accept that. He's talking about he wanted to see 5 or 6 signings. No. 5 or 6 signings wouldn't have kept him at United to compete in Europa League. I think you need to accept that he wants to go and play top-level football. He is a part of the reason why Manchester United are not playing top-level football this coming season. He's a part of the reason 100%. And he's not trying to be in the area. He's not trying to be in the area to try and fix that. And you know what? Do your thing. Because there's another question.
Ronaldo did the thing quickly of like, oh, you know, when You know what they say about strikers in terms of, oh yeah, we lost 3-1, yeah, but I scored though. It's like Man United were bad this season. I got 18 goals. And
I'll tell you what, me and my boy were talking about this. Like, it might have been in like February or something, and we said Ronaldo's gonna come out of this season, and in a couple of years that I'm down the line, they're gonna do the maddest revisionism on him. How, oh, I can't believe he was functioning in such a dysfunctional side. The fact that he got in a team of the year, scored 18 Premier League goals. They're gonna make this season look like it was
he
one.
did bits. I think he did bits considering how bad you lot are. But you lot are some of you are adamant that he's part of the reason you were that bad.
He was. He scored 9 Premier League goals up until like I think it was March or April. Then he scored like 9 in 5 games to bring him up to 80. Like overall, his contribution throughout the season.
But isn't that some? But you can't do that when you bunch up goals because that's how you lot have champions.
By the time he started really clapping goals, like by the time he got,
that's what you lot did for like I think Martial and Rashford and some of these have done. They've had seasons like that, and you lot have championed it. Like, oh, went fantastic.
Nah, I don't think so. I think when the seasons where we was champion Martial and Rashford, their scorings were a lot more spread over the course of the season. Ronaldo, he started off again. I say 9 Premier League goals up until like February or March. And he did bits in the Champions League. I'm not going to deny that. But again,
the little limelight you lot got this whole season was through him. Everything you had to celebrate about this season was about him. So just as much as just the rough and the smooth, man, the peaks and the troughs.
That's it. I'm not. This is not me saying that he's the sole cause, but he's definitely one of the problems. As much as he brought something on one hand, he definitely took something away on the other hand. It's not a case of he was the sole problem or he was the sole solution. He definitely took with one hand and gave with the other. The question, Banks, do you want him to stay? I did want him to stay, honestly, because there's not a lot of options for us up front right now. If we went into the summer transfer window knowing that we had to replace Ronaldo and we had the time to look for a profile to replace him, whether it's going harder for Darwin Núñez or something else, then I wouldn't have minded him leaving. But it's a couple of days before we fly out for pre-season. It's another hole that's going to need to be fixed. Honestly, I'd hoped he just get us over the line this season and finish off his contract and do whatever. After you finish the contract, you can go do whatever you want. But now we're down another striker and we need to replace him because right now the front line is looking very, very thin. So I want him to stay? I wanted him to stay. It's another problem you didn't want to have to deal with this early in the tenure. Yeah, that's what I was saying last season. It follows the same pattern that he did.
How he left season let in the window. We needed another striker regardless. Jonathan David to United.
Jonathan David, hey, get out of here. I heard he's trying to go back. I heard Bayern's looking at him though.
I feel like now you're really feeling the absence of. But now you're really feeling the absence of him. But
I didn't realize.
Now you're really feeling the absence.
Ban him, man. Ban him. He would have. Hope to God he would have got caught regardless. So it like whether Ronaldo was there or not, he would have left us in that hole anyway. So yeah, I'm glad what he did got brought to light. Again, it just means it's another forward we need to replace. So
you need 2 forwards, but you and have you seen the pictures of your midfield that's been trending?
Yeah, I saw that picture. That's
bad though. It's bad.
It's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
It's not looking good, bruv. I'm seeing your guy, the fake AP. I'm seeing McTominay, Fred, Van der Beek, Fernandez, and I can't remember. I think Matic.
No, Matic is cut. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right now, the quality is just not there. Even forget about quality. Even just the numbers are not there. The numbers to have a functioning midfield across the whole season, it just ain't there right now. So the reason why he's chasing De Jong only as the mid is baffling, as his only midfield target is baffling.
Yeah, it's even and De Jong's doing everything he is to not be thrown away. Like he's begging, like he's on his knees to not let Barca get rid of
that pay cut if you don't want to leave. Then
sidebar, I was gonna say, remember when we was on the last one with Jules, and then we said that I said Eriksen's going to pick Brentford over you lot. I've been seeing rumors though. I just wanted to bring that back to light that he picked Brentford over Man United, and he said that's when you're going to be done. So are you done?
He hasn't picked Brentford over Manchester
You picked,
United.
are you done?
He hasn't picked Brentford over Manchester United. I can't be done yet. I can't be.
He did. He did. I'm
I
seeing
can't.
rumors. I'm seeing rumors. Here we go.
Rumors. Don't believe the noise.
Okay, Sancho's still there. Thanks for bringing that one up, Nathan. But let's roll over to the last little bit of. I can't remember what you had in store for us, Banks, but we need to speak
Next
something.
one.
They can't start that next game without me. I would lose it. I'm going to lose it because I think the Foxes are coming to OT.
Salah signs his new contract after a bit of Twitter drama with his agent and Jamie Carragher.
I didn't understand. Give us some context. What was that all about with the agent?
Salah's agent, Rami Abbas, just tweets the laughing emoji.
Yes.
He usually tweets like cryptic stuff like that whenever negotiations aren't going well. If there's been reports that Liverpool aren't trying to give Salah what he wants, he'll tweet something like that. And obviously when he tweeted that, everyone was thinking, they're not giving him the contract or the negotiations aren't going anywhere. Everyone's thinking, maybe Salah's off. Then obviously a couple minutes later, they pull up with their announcement video in Miami. What do you think this Salah contract does for Liverpool? Does it put any budding discontent to rest? Does it kind of set their forward line? Does it set their thinking straight for the season going forward? What impact?
It works. It works well for them, to be honest. It's perfect for them because it's just obviously they had to get rid of one. It was obvious I was going to pick Salah over Mane, but
Mane's looking at that contract. He's getting 350 bags.
No.
Mane's looking at
Mane should have left anyway. I think Mane should have left anyway because he had plateaued. Not that Salah can get any better, but it needs a new system. It needs new personnel in that system, and something's got to give. Firmino's going, or Firmino's not first choice anymore. It looked like Luis Diaz's favorite position was that left wing slot. Even though Mane can play across the three, so it would only right if you could make a little flip of Mane. You got Darwin Núñez coming in, so just keep it fresh. You have to keep. You can't. Do you know what I mean? They've played that front three have played together for best of like 4 years.
4 or 5 years.
4 to 5 years. So it's like so either way, it works well for Liverpool and Salah. Sometimes people think going to a bigger team, the Real Madrids and that. Obviously, back in the day, they were bigger. In this period now, Man City and Liverpool like at the top. But sometimes, even if those teams were the best, you're playing well where you are, and it might only just be there. That's the only team in which you might play well in.
Yeah, you've seen big transfers go wrong. You've seen big transfers.
Yeah, I don't know if the same could be said for Salah, but I don't know if you can go anywhere else and be as effective and as good and as world class as he is in Liverpool as he is anywhere else in the world. So I think it just works well. It's not broken. It's not broken. This ain't the time to leave Liverpool.
It's not the time.
No. The time to leave Liverpool was probably from 2014 prior.
Not many places upwards from Liverpool. I hear it. Final thing I wanted to discuss with the transfer window in this episode, Lisandro Martinez.
No, that's on you. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. So the final thing I wanted to discuss is Lisandro Martinez. Now, for context, I'm taking this back to the time. Those of you that know us know we used to do the radio show. Shout out, Uncle John. We used to do the radio show, and on the radio show at the time, Arteta was linked with several Man City players. One of them being Eric Garcia. Now, Banks said at the time, "Ain't no way in hell he's ever accepting a 5'8" centre back." I said, "What? Don't be highest." He said, "Nah, a 5'8" centre back. Name a 5'8" centre back that's world class." And I think he said, we concluded on Puyol. I said, Puyol ain't 5'8". He said, yeah, Puyol's the shortest that's world class. I said, I bet. Now, Lisandro Martinez, who is my height, wants to play centre back. Wants to play centre back, and now he's linked to Manchester United. Bear in mind, I bought this man on my first year in FM and sold him in my second. Why is that?
Why is that?
Why is that? I bought him on my first year of FM, sold him in my second. Why is that? Now, all I know is his aggression was about 18 out of 20, so he was high in aggression. His tackling was decent. Going forward, nothing special. Says he can play in multiple positions: centre back, DM, full back.
Where did he play best? Where did he play best?
For me,
did he play? Yeah.
To be fair, centre back. When he played DM, he never got up to a 7. But my point being, now you're excited you're getting Lisandro Martinez. Now you have to admit,
Who told you I'm excited? Who told you I'm excited?
Hold on, sweetheart. Hold on. Is it about the fact that you ain't signed no one and you're excited you're finally being like advanced links with someone? Or you're trying to revise this, you're trying to go back on yourself?
Okay. Watch this.
Which one?
Look, I never once said I'm excited about Lisandro Martinez. I've seen his highlights for Ajax, and it seems like there's a player there. He does the job for Ten Hag. Ten Hag knows the player, but I do have my worries. Again, this season is very much me stepping out of myself and saying, you know what, you have to give the trust to the manager, and what the manager believes is right, you have to hope, and you just have to hope he knows what he's doing and he's gonna get it right. But I still do have I went to bed last night and I woke up in cold sweats because all I could imagine was Calvert-Lewin on the back post and Lisandro Martinez with his arms like this.
Just misjudging another header. Listen, if he plays centre back, if he comes to the Prem and plays centre back, you didn't need to train as a fullback. You could have played centre back as well. And it goes to show why football is the greatest sport in the world. There's no discrimination. We're having 5'8" centre backs in what is the toughest league in the world.
He's filtering straight from the Eredivisie, and it's just scaring me. It's scaring me. How many players have slapped from the Eredivisie that he's going and grabbing them straight from there? No adjustment period. No go to League One and try acclimatize a little bit. He's grabbing them straight from Eredivisie.
Joe Veltman's not bad. Joe
Veltman in and out of the team for Brighton. That's hardly inspiring. Where else is that? Again, as I said, I'm giving the trust to Ten Hag.
Van Persie came from Feyenoord.
Who?
I swear Van Persie came from Feyenoord.
Don't. This is you're playing a generational strike in the conversation with these guys. Let's be fair now. Let's be fair. As I said, I'm not afraid to give Ten Hag the rein and let him grab the players that he wants to grab. I'm not afraid of that. But I still do get these worries. Again, you think I'm joking when I say these short centre-backs, nothing good comes from them. Nothing good, which is what's funny.
Ben White was called a short centre-back, but he's 6 foot.
He's 6 foot. Doesn't play like it.
Okay, but now you're going to have a 5'8" centre-back, so keep that energy. And you want to get rid of Bailly. You want to send Bailly. You want to send him on loan to Fulham?
Stop saying you know me and Bailly's relationship. Stop saying I want to do this. Or you
listen, I was going to say Dirk Kuyt came from Feyenoord as well. So some players...
From years gone by. We're talking about today. Last ones I'm thinking of, Luke de Jong.
Okay, Peters from Burnley. I think Peters too.
Peters was solid enough.
Yeah, Peters came from Eric Peters. Yeah.
But he's built like he's from like Warsaw or something. He's not built like he's from Holland.
The point being, don't write him off because he's from there. He's a 5'8" centre back. At most,
I'm not writing him off because he's from Eredivisie. I'm writing him off because he's 5'3", fam. That's the reason I'm worried.
5'8" and stop being heightless.
Hey, it's spooky hours, man. I don't know what to think. About it. The highlights tell me that because he played against Haaland and Borussia Dortmund, and he coped with Haaland well enough. There was no out-muscling him. There was no the physical. As you say, the aggression was good. He went up against him. He was winning his battles, winning his duels. But this is the
Argentine centre backs, man. You know Rojo,
huh?
Just like Rojo, my Argentine centre back. Similar.
I hope he's got the little screw loose gene as well, fam. I hope he's got
like
that.
He does. Trust me, he does.
He's gonna need it. He's gonna need it.
He does. Just like Rojo. That's a perfect example.
Again, I need if he does come, and again, there's no. He might go to you, man. The race is open, I swear.
No, he's not.
Why not?
Because I said so.
Arteta. What? Arteta. What?
No. He's not. No? He's not going over there to Arsenal. He's not.
Why not? Why not?
He's not.
Why not?
Because the same way you say Arsenal can't close deals when they want a deal is the same way they can't close it when we don't want a deal. So you have no faith. I have no faith in them in terms of transfers. So he's not going there. Do you get what I mean?
Let me fill up some of these comments. Janssen, again, horrible footballer. Horrible. Man thinks he can dubs Martinez in a race. Is he that slow? But Nathan might be fast. Who knows? Banks, don't you dare say that nonsense, Arteta, Paul. Hey, Arteta, what did Arteta say in that? What did he say? He said something along the lines of when Arsenal.
That's a perfect segue for us to leave because I know they're going to say, if you lot don't press continue. Exactly. What am I going to say is this. When are we doing the all or nothing? What are we doing? Tell the listeners what's going on with Arsenal all or nothing.
All right. So this is what we're going to do for all or nothing. It's coming out, I think, beginning of August, if I'm correct. We're going to do We're going to do a 2-part reviews, 10 episodes. We're going to do first 5 episodes a review, second 5 episodes a review. Would you like to do a watch along? Tell me now. Would you like to do a watch along with it?
What, me?
What would you prefer, a watch along or a review? What would the people prefer as well?
A review.
Would you like a watch along or a review?
I prefer a review.
A review?
Yeah.
Right. I'll keep that in mind. Nathan said
that is jokes. Man couldn't pull a door. Hey, no.
No, lad. When you said CV, I thought you was talking about CV. Review. Everyone's saying review. I say let's. It'll be a 2-part review. Part 1, first 5 episodes. Part 2, second 5 episodes.
So everybody go watch it, and then we have to drop a review sooner rather than later, don't we, Banks?
Yeah, we'll get to that. When is it coming out? I believe it's coming out first couple of days of August.
I think it's on the 4th of August.
4th of August. Lovely. Yeah. It's going to be a movie. The whole season.
It's been absolutely, but Julie has to be there as well. Yeah, she will be. She has to come and save her boy Pepe because they're going to drag him in the first couple of episodes again. Listen, we've got a fantastic stuff set up for you guys. Hope we're getting back in the studio this season, but we've got to run. Some people got to get in the villa or get their popcorn to get in the villa. I've got to get back on this file and cause havoc because what's been going on is not on. And I'll let you know how it goes if I'm still going to be in the file by the next time you see me.
Before you leave the video, make sure you smash the like button for us. It really helps.
Thank you.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. It'll be a massive help. This has been Banks, your host for today. Thank you for watching our transfer video on a Sunday. And literally couldn't get the words up. I've been joined by my ever faithful co-host Lavish, or should be Laurie, or Kante's cousin, whichever one you want to call him. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you follow us on the socials. Got a little TikTok video coming out tonight. Tiki-toki. Hit us on the tiki-toki. And good night.
You are now listening to The Final Third.
I think Pepe's so coachable.
Wow, you should be in
just need to
prison.
shake him.
You should be in prison. We bailed you out. We bailed you out to come and play this season. You're out here disgracing us. You should be in